we're back on the Spotify's. Welcome one and welcome all.
Join the Patreons. Join the Patreon. There's more on there. Join the Patreon.
Join the Patreon. Subtle reference. Join the Patreon. We don't have any ad sponsors. Join the At the moment, with how skint I am, at the £1,000 tier, if anyone does join that, naked video truth seekers.
A bumming of Jimmy.
I don't know which one would be less embarrassing.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Bummins.
We can sit here and we will discuss conspiracy stark bollock naked. There's no sexual
we
element.
won't.
Yeah, we will.
I'm not doing that. I don't even do that on my OnlyFans.
It's a grand.
I don't care.
What do you mean? That's £500.
So?
Jack.
I'm not getting my dick out for £500.
Why not? That's a lot of money a month.
I don't care.
That's
I don't
one
want to
person.
get my penis out. I've gone 3 years without getting my penis out as a sex worker. Why am I going to get it out? What? Fucking Jimmy's here. Oh, I need a bit of money. Jack, whip it out.
You mean you're not going to collab with us? You're not going to be... No. Hang on, I thought we were mates. And I'm asking you. I
don't want to do a collaborative sex act. I think that pushes a boundary as a friend. No. As a friend, I'm asking you to get your cock out.
As a mate, right? This is what friends do for each other. Friends, when one of them...
No, they don't. You're trying to trick me. I've been honest and said I don't understand when people are my friends, and here you are being like, what friends do is show each other their penises. You go first. We show penises to strangers on the internet.
I don't want to see it, right? I'll be looking very hard in my own window on the Zoom call, right?
I don't know if that's worse.
Or maybe
just we both sit here naked, both staring at our own dicks.
What? I would do that anyway on the podcast, really.
I'd probably just cover up your half of the screen with paper or something so I can trace around it.
That's a good idea. And then we can share the pictures on the Patreon, the sketches we've done as well. See, look, you're already on board.
Entrepreneurial podcast. Now we've got merch from it. So it's not just a one shot done.
We don't see each other's, but the finished product, everyone sees just how erect we are when we're talking about the Anunnaki. Well, when you're talking about the Anunnaki.
Full mast.
He's like one of them fucking obelisks they were finding all around.
Listeners, you know them knocking sounds you hear when Jimmy's like, will you stop messing with the table? That's actually me masturbating whilst I'm thinking about the
thoughts
alien
of
overlords.
the Anunnaki.
Oh, fuck, it's me lizard brain kicking in.
Oh, yeah. I've got to get rid of it. Got to spill the sacrificial seed.
Yeah, you've got to, expel the gunk.
You were telling
the alien gunk.
So are you down with the £1,000 tier? That's what Jack joined the £1,000 tier. Me and Jack, naked episodes of truth seeking.
Not at all. This isn't true, people. Jimmy, you do not understand that people would. I have followers that would want that. This isn't true.
Mint.
This isn't real.
We've already
I'm saying this outright. I am not going to get naked on a stream. I'm not going to get naked on OnlyFans. Jimmy can. Jimmy can sit there bollock naked, cross-legged, and I'll do the show in my clothes.
£500 for a grand.
Jimmy can do it naked, and I'll wear all that Masonic garb that I bought.
Right.
That's a visual.
We only wear the Masonic garb, so I'll be sat in socks. The gloves, the sash, like the little bag thing.
And that weird little apron thing in front of you.
And that's it. Balls are out, but you obviously the apron sort of covering them. And depending on the viewership, maybe a slip. Maybe I drop a pen.
Oh. Look how easy it is. Look how easy it is to get him to turn to sex work.
Not a problem.
And how much further he's willing to go than me as well. I'll work on him for you. For any gay gentleman listening, I'll work on him for you, and I'll don't worry. I'll make sure he signs up so I get a little cut of the takings, and I'll help market him and that, and I'll tell you all about him. And look at his eyes lighting up now. All these fellas can watch me.
I got to say two things. Nice one for not thinking that there's a single female that would want to sign up to that whatsoever.
I from my experience as a male sex worker for the past 3 years, maybe 2.5, 3 years, maybe 3 women have signed up in that time.
Nice.
Yeah, and I
Nice.
know that one of them was sharing an account with at least another 2 women. So they're a lot
Sick.
tighter. Really.
Yeah. They're not.
Stingy.
Yeah, that's the fucking gender pay gap. That's what that is.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
that in
yeah.
action, mate. They've got to share their OnlyFans accounts with each other.
Yeah.
Second point. I did have a second point. There was one. Can't quite remember what it was. But I've got no morals.
Fantastic. This is
I
what they
just
wanna hear,
needed to
Jimmy.
know there was an audience there.
Oh, I could definitely get you an audience.
Fantastic. Just tell us what the fuck.
Because
you
then
wanna...
this becomes a very different sort of podcast. Then we're
My
both
other point-
a conspiracy theory podcast run by 2 male sex workers.
That is a niche. Surely we get top
hell of a
10.
niche.
Surely we we don't even have to do any of the promo. We just have to tell some
a
hip
newspaper.
cunts. Or some hip cunts in Shoreditch. Just go. All I have to do is go out one night, and then in a smoking area, when someone asks me what to do, I just go, "Oh yeah, me and my fellow sex worker friend, we run a conspiracy podcast." That is boom. We're fucking on Radio 1 next. That's it.
Yeah.
Get a column in the Guardian. Yeah. All of your stuff would be considered art overnight.
Imagine
And not decrepit fucking
rather
tools
than
of
just
insanity.
outsider art.
The
of
products of a serial killer.
Yeah, like some guy that's a step away from smearing his own shit on a wall.
I never thought if out of the two of us that you'd be the one pimping me out. You've got to say, like, in my head it would
No,
have
I
been...
did. I've always seen it coming.
I've
I've got the business now, it's me. And if a pimp is anything, Jimmy, he's entrepreneurial and business-minded.
I'd like to think I was business minded. I'd like to think also that usually it's the pimp's usually got like the person who's really got lots of issues going on. He's like, I'll take care of you, baby. And instead it's you're like
It's the crazy cunt just being like, yeah, let's just, you know.
he'll get his dick out for another grand.
I like the idea, though. I do like the idea that in this case, the prostitute or the sex worker is probably
don't
harder.
cheapen me.
Yeah, that is harder and more intimidating than the pimp. So I'd have to go like the fire route. Do you know what I mean? Just be like, oh yeah, I'll burn their houses and cars down for you. They're not going to pay you. I'll burn their house down for you. Because I can't, in comparison to a guy that trains to fight every day.
Yeah.
What have I really got to offer in the sense of protection other than I'm more than comfortable to start? I quite like fire.
Yeah. Thing is, I also like fire. So I don't know if that's another one you've got
pimp
against
yourself,
us.
though. Nah, you can't
Well,
pimp yourself.
see, you haven't thought about being an independent trader.
No, you can still be an independent trader, but you need a supplier
Yeah.
as and a wholesaler. Do you know what I mean? And
a wholesaler? Jesus Christ.
distributor.
There's only one of us, Jack. Fucking hell.
You need distribution. Do you know what I mean? The logistics.
Okay.
And I spent years building up that framework. I can sort it out, princess.
I'll take you there. I'll take you to the big lights, the big city.
Yeah. I'll take you to the big lights. The one at the junction up the way.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll make a fortune there.
Blackpool Illuminations.
They'll be stopping to have a grab at you.
We're finally doing it. We're
Peter
finally
Thiel.
talking about fucking the devil, the Antichrist.
See, the Antichrist, not to jump the gun, the Antichrist stuff, quite hard to find out about from my point of view. The limited, 4 hours of research I've done over the past 3 days, 4 days.
That's a hell of a lot.
Do you think?
For most podcasts, haven't done that.
Well, I not so much about the Antichrist.
Yeah, but
Give the people a background first.
the comparisons. All right, yeah. So Peter Thiel. What I like
Should be said off the bat, a very litigious man. So this is a eggshells episode.
Oh, this is purely
Episode 88, eggshells.
It's satire. This is satire.
Yeah.
From here on out,
yeah.
anything said here was not only said by morons from within the sex industry. So we are a marginalised community. Fucking watch yourself.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah, watch
Working
yourself.
class as well.
Yeah, we are.
We both can be considered working class, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, what? I'm literally trying to tell you I'll get me cock out for money here. I'm below working class.
And I rip up dead rats.
Peter Thiel. Yeah, this is all satire. This is jokes. Anything we may be using real names, but any similarities it's just pure coinkydink. There's no facts. I am not a factual person.
And for those out there that aren't working class, coinkydink is street slang for coincidence.
It's what me and the youths on the street are saying.
Yeah.
We're out there. You'll quite often hear it in trap.
You're teaching them how to punch.
In drill.
Like, what a coinkydink. You hit my hand with your hand and my hand moves backwards. I'm a coinkydink theorist, did you know? I also get my dick out for cash.
Right, so...
Mint thing to be saying to a child that you're tutoring.
Peter Thiel.
Yes.
Yeah? German, born in Germany.
Which, straight off the bat with the name, Peter, biblical in a sense, rock, the Jesus' best friend. Thiel, very similar in some ways, you could argue, to Thule as well.
And
like
his name...
The Thule Society kind of thing as a name.
Rearrange the fucking letters. The reptile. Which is always a good start, isn't it? It's always a good start. German Peter Thiel. Parents were in Germany during World War II. They were fans. They loved that tune. That one, they loved that. They fucking got that on repeat, got it on record, bought a second copy in case.
Imagine
the first
that with
copy
Jaws, but the thing poking out.
What is just Hitler?
No, it's the corner of a swastika in the water.
It's the swastika on the fin of the shark. German parents. I don't know why I raised my hand like that when I said German parents, but they would have done that too. They were fans. They loved the crack.
So much so that it seems that they then went, "Oh, this is over. Where can we go that's still a bit Germanish?"
Yeah, which is Namibia. Yeah, so
it's Namibia now.
They took off to Southwest Africa. It was called
Namibia,
Southwest Africa, the territories, which was essentially mini Germany, where people were Nazis. I think, was it even before Germany? There was, or is this? I'm mixing that up with a little town in Argentina that I'm thinking of. But heavy Nazis, like just another one of those colonies where the Germans had gone, let's just set up a fucking little splinter cell. We'll set up a base. They always set it up in places surrounded by the people that they apparently dislike.
Well, no, they did like. See, I thought it'd be interesting to learn a lot about Nazis and occultism this week to see if it ties into any of this side of stuff. Because after I heard about some of the places and things he'd been involved in, I thought that's kind of strange because it seems a little bit occultish.
Right.
Little elements of it.
Yes.
And so the Nazis did make camps and towns and expeditions to various places where occultish artifacts were supposed to be stored or last seen or last used.
Yeah.
So I wonder what was in Southwest Africa that they lost or they thought was lost to history. Because some of these people that they did set up camp with, like Tibetans and that, and some people in Africa as well, they saw them as Aryan.
Yeah.
Even though they didn't have blue hair, blonde eyes, but they saw them as Aryan because they were from the correct root race, if you like. If you want to take all of the Hyperborean or whatever other races there was, they were seen as the correct, from direct descendants of the correct sort of root race that would lead to Aryan descendants now, which is essentially from the Ajiji or whatever, if we're going to talk aliens.
Blasting us with knowledge that I have no idea about. I know they were on the hunt for shit, and I know that they did.
The spear of is it spear of Lorenzini? Lorenzini? Something like that. The spear that they used to pierce Jesus and then whoever had that, whoever held that basically became really powerful. And if they lost it or gave it away, they died pretty quick. Even like a guy that transported it for someone.
Well, obviously, because you haven't got your spear anymore.
Well, even the transporter of it died pretty soon after having it.
Well, that's not. That's a big shame.
Aye.
But yeah, I know they hunted a lot of fucking. I mean, I've seen Indiana Jones, mate. I know they were looking out for all the culture
they're
shit.
pretty much documentaries.
Yeah, they are out spot. There was a man. There was a
He would run around with a child, what I think was a little Chinese child.
or a Thai child or something like that. I
Was he
believe.
tight? Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, you fucking look! I'm going to wear these shoes out pretty quick, so I need a cobbler on hand.
I'm going to need you to keep making them Air Max, son.
I've got tiny little feet as well, so I need someone with little hands who can get in there and sort the soles on these out.
Also, can
Your
you do
job,
hats?
your job is to put your hand. Like, I've got a team of us as well, and we're all going to wear our shoes down. So your job is to put your little hands in our soles.
Which in our accent, sounds yeah. I see what you're doing. So yeah, he was in Southwest Africa, in a German colony, very
Clean.
Yes, very pure. You could say pure.
Logistical. Everything ran on time.
Quite already there. You've got fucking him growing up in like what is now Namibia, and Elon Musk in fucking South Africa. There might be something to be said there about people that come from like those regions, like fucking white areas in what are fucking originally black countries. Like,
Well, didn't a lot of them had to fight in the army? Like there was an element of conscription to South Africa for quite a long time.
yeah, not fucking Musk or Teal though.
More than likely, or they could go to some form of university. But
I
I
am
think that just
telling
delayed
you
it.
now, they left there before that happened. There's no way
reckon?
Teal and Musk ever did any sort of serving in the military.
Fair enough.
Not the brains for it. Not the fucking. Have you seen Elon? Have you seen that? I don't know how you achieve that build.
I reckon Elon Musk would have been an amazing amphibious warrior.
Yeah, he does have the ability.
He's got the ability of a mud skipper.
Yeah, or like an elephant seal now.
He puts on one of them rings and he's like, power of salamander.
But
He just absorbs water and moves quickly through mud.
So fucking Teal.
Yeah.
I go to America. He goes to America, goes to Stanford.
So, he ends up being in like quite a liberal sort of.
Aye, but loads of unis were.
The world.
Loads of
but they
unis,
still are,
loads of
though.
colleges
We made
are.
this
Yeah,
point the other day, I think. Though, but
Aye.
I still think they are. I was shocked by that when I went to uni.
it depends on the fucking unis though.
Let's love everyone people kind of were. And I was like, are you mental?
Again,
Some people are fucking horrible.
not just that, it depends on the faculty you're in as well. Because you've got to think, like, anyone who's
I was
doing
in arts,
arts, yeah, exactly, arts are going to be like that. But then if you go over to, like, fucking
Science.
the
They're like,
economics.
no, yeah, some people are different.
No, yes, we've got this ruler. Look at the size of these people's heads. Honestly, a transfer. No, if you go to, like, the economics fucking faculty or whatever and shit, or accountancy and, like, basically the ones where people are just figures. Or, in this case, like, fucking computer science, anything like that, then people aren't going to be maybe as accepting. But he was a shit stirrer. He was a shit stirrer. Fucking, and he with soon, like, not long after fucking being there, was like, I'm going to get to them. I'm going to have a paper. I'm going to have my own little fucking paper. It was a paper, right? I believe.
Like a pamphlet and a regular pamphlet or magazine kind
And
of.
I'm going to post me fucking...
A zine, I think.
He done a zine, mate. He done a zine. There was people
Which are coming back.
skateboarding. There was lasses with their boobs out, but they had like dollars over the nipples. They were all white.
Just
blonde hair.
silver dollars. Just blue tacked dead fish to the nipples.
Yeah. But Teal, so he fucking... I'm guessing they already had money. Has to have already had money for them to go through. Like, I'm guessing no one's poor in a German, like, fucking... essentially
because it was
Nazi
described
society.
as it was like a frontier, though. The town was described as a sort of frontier sort of thing.
Aye, but you think people... Put it this way, Jack, right? You're living cushy in Germany under the Reich or whatever, right? Why are you leaving unless you've got riches to take with you or something to build or riches to build with?
Well, maybe you were going to end up living in East Germany, and you were like, "Oh, this would be a bit of
This
a risk
weren't
here."
well, but I don't know.
Where
I think
they were in
I think they
Germany,
moved
or
during
they were going to
before
be.
the end of the
Maybe they
war.
were going to be in East Berlin. Did they?
I think it was
don't
before
know.
the end of the war. I don't think it was.
Oh,
Could be
I'm
wrong.
not sure.
Could be wrong.
But if you was on the east side of Berlin, or you're in the French bit, you're like,
Oh, fucking hell!
not into this.
Nightmare. I'd rather go to Namibia.
Let's go and live in the wild southwest.
With
Jim Southwest.
yeah, Jim Southwest, but he's not got a giant robotic spider. It's like a fucking giant robotic hyena.
No, that could be where the mysteries of the giant spiders of Africa come from. And below, is it? And below, I think. I'll
digging that
quickly-
hole, Jack.
No, I will find the name because I'm not far off. But there's a mythical giant spider. Not like Shiva from Lord of the Rings, but an actual giant spider. Let me just get the name for you.
This is entertaining. This is brilliant entertainment. So
Jabberwocky.
oh, that was close to Mbolo, yeah, mate. Sound.
Yeah. I knew it had an apostrophe in it.
Teal.
Yeah.
Teals was a bit outspoken. Bit conservative, sort of libertarian sort of type in a sea of liberals. Like fucking...
So what's the difference between a libertarian and a liberal? Because I've been hearing them words and thinking they're the same thing.
Libertarians basically like, leave me the fuck alone.
Oh, okay.
That is, the don't tread on me, don't step on snake. The yellow flag with the green snake on it. And it's like, with the words don't tread on me underneath. It's basically like fucking, leave me the fuck alone, let me do what the fuck I want. As long as I'm not as long as I'm not bringing harm to anyone else, no one should be doing anything to me.
Oh, like do thou whilst within. That's quite
a little bit.
Is it right hand magic you want to say there?
A little bit. It's but yeah, it's essentially like
Alistair Crowley-ish.
But it's more.
Do no.
It depends
harm.
to what degree.
Just let me
like
get about and do what I want.
Like it can be anything from libertarians could be like it could be as easy as leave my fucking guns alone. But it can be also like I don't think I should need a driver's license to drive a car.
Yeah,
like they're against the bureaucracy. Right, yeah. Essentially, if I'm not impeding on anyone, what the fuck are you? Leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah. Well, I'm like that when I go into Aldi and they don't let me use my shopping bag as a shopping basket. That pisses me off.
Because they just think you're going to walk out of it.
Yeah, it always riles up the security guard to the point where I've stopped going in that Aldi. I've stopped doing it in general, using the shopping bag, but I just don't really go in that Aldi anymore because
I would take a different shopping bag in from a different supermarket and make it worse.
I probably was.
Yeah.
I'd just have a shopping bag, a Sports Direct bag or whatever, and walk around using that as a shopping basket.
Next time,
why can't you do that?
Walk in with extra security tags.
No, walk in with extra security guards. And be like, right, you guys go and stand over there with him and confuse him. Make him wonder which one's him.
That's fair. I mean, my method probably a bit cheaper, but if you've got it, if we're getting our cocks out on the Patreon episodes...
This is how I'm spending the Patreon money.
Yeah,
I'm spending this Patreon money on hiring fake security guards to try and trick the guy in Aldi into thinking he's not himself anymore.
That's incredible. Yeah, you're not on shift now. Your shift's finished, mate.
You're not. No, Gary's on. You're not Gary.
Yeah, sorry, mate. Off you go.
Whatever his name is, like you're not the real security guard. Them two are. Why would they be here?
So, Teal.
Yes.
Teal.
It might be a long one, guys.
He bounced about. He did all the things. He bounced about from job to job, basically doing the usual path of fucking jobs that we see evil people building themselves up to. He did a bit. He was a clerk, boring. Lawyer,
abattoir slaughterer,
speechwriter. Yeah, he was a traffic warden.
Sniper rifleist.
He was a GP receptionist for a while.
But he did look lovely in the blouse.
Yeah, we painted his nails dead lovely. Nice. He always had that French,
just
the French
clear
tips.
Vinyl.
Yeah, nice French tips.
The clear stuff, lovely.
Beautiful. And then he become a derivatives trader at Credit Suisse, which.
And what does that mean? Because I heard that a lot as well,
It's
and I don't really know
bollocks.
what that means.
It's
No, it's not though,
bollocks.
is it? Because it worked for him. There was a lot about him, what he did and stuff he's done, where I'm like, yeah, that's sick.
What's
I'll be
that
honest.
mean?
Yeah, but like he just like, oh, he did this and that made him all this money, and then he did this thing he wanted to do, and then he went over here and did this, and he just seems to have just gone, this is what I want to do. I'm going to go and do that.
Yeah,
and
you
imagine
can
having
when you've
that
got
sort
that
of
backing.
drive and motivation though as well.
It's
Like he's made the money and he's like, oh, I'm still going to do this, and I'm still going
Because
to
it's
go
not
and do
just-
this thing over here.
it's because it's not money he's after at this point, is it?
Exactly, it's the motivation and the drive to do that's incredible. Like
So it,
nearly everything he's done, I think, you know, you're like fucking fair play because you mint. Apart from like obviously like the gay sex element, that doesn't appeal to me at all. But the rest of the stuff that he seems to have achieved, it is, you know, like fair play.
some of
I mean, get your whole kind of thing, you know, get your end away by all means, but in the way that you want. But
yeah,
still, it's commendable in many ways.
I will agree that he's succeeded a lot, but as we're going to come to, I probably disagree with some of the things he's succeeded at quite a bit.
You know, I would quite like my own spy agency.
Yeah, well, we'll come to that.
Yeah.
Derivatives trading,
Yes.
very boring. It's literally what causes. It's usually the cause of any financial crisis. It's
Okay.
trading, but it's trading contracts on like assets, so like stocks, currencies, commodities. But like it's almost they're used for like it's like hedging your bets, like hedging risk, or for like
Hence hedge
fucking
funding.
betting on speculating whether the commodities or assets are going to go up
Like
and
what
down
they
in
did with
value.
GameStop.
Bang, exactly that
Right.
sort of shit. Exactly. Now it's essentially betting for things to fail or to succeed, and making money off people failing, which is
Okay.
fucking evil, right? So
Yeah.
he did that for a while, which everything he's done is sort of like you can see it's shaping that like this bloke is it's definitely he's on the tism, he's on the spectrum with us.
More than likely.
He's
yeah.
100% there. Speculation, satire. This is Peter Thiel's not even a real person, not the one we're talking about. It's coincidence, and a bit of like narcissism. Is it narcissism or would it be like sociopathy? I'm not entirely.
Well, didn't Elon Musk call him a sociopath?
Yeah, but that's fucking pot calling the kettle black, innit?
I don't know. I thought if you could say he's a sociopath.
As you're gonna find out, like those two, like essentially after a while, we'll get there now.
They're
Fuck
they're like blue and red of
We'll-
Pokemon.
We'll get there fucking right now.
Ash and Gary.
So
They're friends, but they seem like friends, but they're in competition kind of thing.
So he fucking we'll get right to the Elon era because this is funny, and also Elon could have saved us all a lot of trouble when they basically crashed a car that had them both in it,
Elon will call his clones the Musketeers.
and there'll only be three of them,
Yeah.
and they have to wear them
Just
silly
clones.
hats and rapiers. They only have rapiers. I remember I wrote an entire story in year 6 about a rapier that when you held it enabled you to time travel. And the only reason I knew what the fuck a rapier was I'd watched Three Musketeers the day before. And the fact that I wrote about it for so long and wrote about what the fuck a rapier was, my teacher like printed the story off and showed it in the assembly. She was like, this is ridiculous like level of story writing for year 6. And I'm like, lad, I only learnt what that thing was last night watching the three boys in the silly outfits slice people up.
I came up with a good idea for a film or a TV series the other day.
Was it? No, was it Piranha Nana?
No,
Part
no,
deux?
no, but I did get the name. I've got the name. I'll tell you the name in a minute. So see if you get the name as well first, though. So it's about Hitler and the many attempts on his life, and him avoiding death so often, according to his own stories and his own mythos at least, and some other people's. But I like the idea that people kept going back in time to try and kill him, and then there's an agency that are like, no, someone's killed Hitler, and it flags up on the wall and all the alarms go off, and then dinosaurs start coming through the walls and stuff. So like, quick, go back and keep him alive. And then someone's got to go back, keep Hitler alive, stop that assassination attempt, either being like, yeah, your vegan burgers here, Adolf. Come and get it before it goes cold. So he walks away from the podium, and then the briefcase bomb can explode when he's not there, and things like that. And he just keeps surviving, and the whole film's about keeping him alive, so that history can take on the course that it has to, because it going back in time and changing something, like the idea of stepping on a butterfly.
Like butterfly effect.
Yeah, but Hitler's the butterfly, and because he keeps surviving, I'd call it 9 lives.
Hitler's the butterfly.
No, I just call it 9 lives.
No, I know, but it was that. Yeah. Just that
Hitler's
sentence
the butterfly.
There is something I never thought I'd hear. Yeah, okay. I like the idea.
Yeah.
Peter Thiel.
Yes.
After a while, he did what any evil Bond villain did and formed his own venture capital. He bought his own venture capital fucking company, set up Thiel Capital Management, and then off the back of that, venture capital management businesses are never. That's peak evil. That's now just fucking. You're just making insane amounts of money and probably taking so much money from people that don't have any, and holding it all and sharing it out between more people who have tons of money that are never going to share that money to anyone else.
Like a lottery.
No, not really.
No, because the lottery takes money off people that have nothing and then gives a fraction of it to someone with nothing, and then
all right,
they keep the rest of it.
Yeah, but this is more no one at least someone at the bottom has a chance of winning the lottery.
Okay.
Off the back of this, he sets up his little capital venture firm. He co-founds PayPal.
Yeah.
Now, this is where him and Musk start fucking meeting up. Now, they don't fucking... Thiel doesn't like Musk. Thiel thinks Musk is a fucking brash arsehole, ego-driven, and he basically pulls this mad maneuver. So, Musk is CEO, but and Musk, like, because they're two companies that merged together. I think Musk's was X, and Thiel's was like Confinity or something like that. I think it's Confinity. And they formed together and made PayPal. Now, obviously, Musk brought some people. Thiel brought some people. Thiel was fucking sick of Musk. And this is canny backstabbing move, but it's also canny clever, and I like this move. So, fucking Thiel and Musk are in a car crash together. I don't know if you've ever seen the video of Elon Musk getting his McLaren F1. Fucking banging car.
No.
Right, so the McLaren F1 was like a fucking revolutionary motor at the time, was the peak of fucking automotive engineering. It was the one where you had like one central seat and I think 2 seats like sort of behind it, so you had 3 seats total. Fucking unreal car. There's a video of him unveiling it or getting it delivered to his house. Anyway, he crashes it because obviously he can't drive properly. Crashes it with Thiel in it. Both could have nearly died.
Could have really... That was an assassination attempt on the life to try and kill them both, to try and get rid of this decentralized currency exchange program that was PayPal.
But they hadn't really...
That was what it was intended to be. But people must have known what they were up to.
But they didn't...
And what they would be capable of together.
They didn't entirely know what they were up to at first. So, like, obviously, their vision was, after, like, once they'd sort of, like, conceived this idea, was to, like, we want a destabilized platform that basically means that you can get your money out if needed, because they marketed it as if, like, if you're in a country where the government are so strict on your money that you can't get it out when there's a crash or whatever, we're going to make sure you can do that. But in reality, it's fucking so people can dodge whatever.
Bank and
and you've got your own bank
in their account that they can then invest and use, and like a regular bank does.
Exactly, but
right.
Thiel had his mates, Max Levchin, Luke Nosek, and a couple of others. Basically, Thiel was like the stuff he'd put out at Stanford in his little fucking pamphlet. He put out like ideas and essays and shit like that, and his philosophies. Because
I heard there was quite a bit about date rape. One of the podcasts I listened to was saying that he put out something saying that date rape was belated remorse or something. That was one of the pamphlets, or was in the pamphlets, which I thought was a mad thing to bring up in the podcast that I was listening to about it, and I don't know how true it is. But
again, the man's on the spectrum and just sees people as figures and data, so it wouldn't surprise us at all if that was just part of it. It really wouldn't, because him, Musk, and a load of and all these other types don't speak about people with any sort of like human quality. They're just fucking data and something to be processed, analysed, and then managed somewhat. So, anyway, fucking Teal wants Musk gone. Teal steps down from his role. He's not CEO, but he's like a C something. Steps down from his role. But what he's done in the process is he's fucking got all of his lads who subscribe to his philosophy and like Teal's ideas and are Teal's boys. He's got them all in the executive positions in PayPal before he fucks off, right? And obviously he's still got a lot of money in it, even though he's resigned as his position. So Musk's managing things, CEO, thinks he's got things all his way, but the Teal brigade are like just stonewalling him on fucking everything. They're like, nah. He's like, I want to do this. I want to take down all the PayPal stuff and put X as like all of our branding. They're like, nah. Which would have been a ridiculous move because PayPal was taken off as a logo and all that shit. But this was another thing with Musk, and he did it with Twitter as well. Like X as well. Like he is so egotistical. I want things as I want them. Don't care what markets say. Don't care what the people like. I want them as I want them. But he's getting stonewalled to bits. Musk goes
to get married.
He goes to Australia with his wife. They hadn't been on holiday since they were fucking married. It's their first time that they would have been going on holiday because Musk's a workaholic himself. Fucking another one with autism, a different type and a mad shape. And a mad hairline, even at a young age, the craziest hairline. Fucking just feathered about, just strands like Homer Simpson's
I
hair.
thought you was just fiddling with your own there, like in a weird way. Like
no, I've got way more hair than that cunt even now.
Yeah.
Read.
Even now.
So Musk goes on holiday to Australia with his missus, right?
Yeah.
And they just hold a fucking mutiny. All the executives and Levchin and that go to Teal. Teal, can we have you back? And Teal goes, I'd love to come back. And they go, right, sound. So we're going to go and hold all the shareholders hostage until they go, aye, let's have Teal back in the spot. So he takes back over and he runs it until they sold it to eBay for like fucking $1.5 billion in 2002. So he's making a killing, and now he knows the market, and he's a name in the market, in the Silicon Valley, and in revolutionising like internet-based technology. He's smashing it. He's a fucking figure. We're going to come to a little break. It's going to be seamless for the rest. We will resume with part 2. But so far, Jack, what's your opinion of Mr. Steele?
A shrewd businessman.
So you're a fan?
A figure to aspire to.
Yeah, so you're, right at this moment in time, you're pro-Teal.
Yeah.
Aye, right.
Pro-Teal.
Right.
What about yourself?
I fucking hate the cunt from the start, mate.
Do you?
I mean, I don't... Like, he's moulded just to be fucking a horrible cunt. He's mad Nazi village in the middle of Africa. Moves to America, he's a gobby cunt. Makes a load of money, and now he's like, I'm going to control the internet.
Imagine if this is what the film was supposed to be about, coming to America.
What, they did a remake, and instead of Eddie Murphy, it was fucking Peter Thiel and his butler.
Well, if this is what they pitched at first, and they were like, I don't know if people are going to go for this.
And we returned seamlessly. We should really do some... That would be perfect
A
space
sting of a jingle.
for an advert. If anyone wishes...
Maybe for a little clip.
Or if anyone...
Patreon episodes.
Oh, that's effort, that, though. Are you going to do that?
No.
Well, this is it. Do these people deserve that? They probably do. But...
We should probably say about Parallaxed Song.
Oh, I don't know if we should. Well, most faithful listener, first ever Patreon, has been with us through thick and thin, decided to chop up probably one of the most cancelable quotes that I've ever mentioned on this show and turned it into an entire tune, and has probably made one of the most powerful nations on the planet not my friend. My social credit score has fucking gone down. I suppose
I can't imagine it was that high to begin with.
I don't know. I'm
Because all this other stuff was already on the internet, and all the stuff you used to put in them forums and that, they'll have access to that.
I was in pro. I'll have you know, I hate Taiwan.
No, you have said that though publicly. To be fair,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, and that back piece you got as well supports the idea as well.
absolutely. The big middle finger with just the Taiwanese flag. That's horrible. They're lovely people. All the two I've met are fucking banging people. Back on the wheels of teal, balls of teal, balls of teal, ball. See, if he'd have called one of his companies
Pre-tealing.
balls of teal, I'd have been more down with it. So, Reed, he launches 2003. He launches Palantir. Palantir, by the way, do you know what Palantir is?
It seems like it's a sort of
No, not the
surveillance
company. The word
Palantir.
Palantir.
From Lord of the Rings, it's something that's used to be able to observe people.
It's the
It's
crystal
the thing
ball.
that Sauron uses
Yeah.
to be able to look into. Yeah.
And
See, I
for
knew
Wizards-
that, and I hated the films. I honestly think they're three of the worst films ever made.
Sick books.
Never read them. I've
Books
read The
are class.
Hobbit.
Books
Hobbit
are
was
class.
mint as a
There
book.
you go. Well, the Lord of the Rings are sick books. Films are...
Dog shit. Terrible films.
Of that era, when you're talking about epic films, I've been banging on about it a lot this week, but the director's cut of Kingdom of Heaven is the
Never
fucking
seen it.
tits. Fucking tits, mate. So he founds Palantir, and he struggles at the start, because people don't want to fucking invest. They're like, what is this thing? Don't know what it is. He doesn't really know what it is. He's not sure. He's just like, I'm launching the evil eye from Lord of the Rings. I'm not
What a
sure
pitch.
what form it's going to take yet, but it is the evil eye from Lord of the Rings. So, what Palantir is he's been chairman since it started. He still is today. And he's used Palantir to fucking take over the world. Palantir is a data, like a data service or a data company. They have access to everything. I don't think that's a stretch when I say that. Like, they have, if it's on the internet, they have processed that data. Like, to the point where every single organisation, from fucking the FBI and the CIA to like Domino's, I would imagine, and fucking...
Well, Domino's probably especially. Domino's seem to have a leg up before any crisis in America, don't they?
Well, they're always selling them
So
pizzas.
imagine if that's what Palantir did. They looked into the pizza scale and they were like, yeah, well, first we'll get the data from the pizza scale.
That's
and
one
we'll
of the
use
inputs
that.
they've got, yeah.
Yeah.
So Palantir fucking will process data, and they can use it in, I was going to say a number of ways, but that is not really putting a fucking any sort of description on it. They can do shit like, or they do shit like, police departments in America, like LAPD, will use data to not only locate hotspots for crime, so places where they should focus their their routes on, or their like drives to check areas for crime, but they'll also predict when certain people are good. It's fucking... Is it Minority Report? It's Minority Report, innit?
Yeah, in 1984 to a degree.
Minority Report's the one, though, where they're arresting them for crimes that they've committed in the future.
Yet.
Yeah.
Same as Demolition Man, I think, as well.
The exact
I think
sort
what
of
happens in
shit
Demolition Man.
where they will use data from so many different fucking like sources to predict and map crime.
But as a thought experiment, then, let's say you're heavily invested in private prisons, and you also have access to building contractors and ways of getting contracts for doing building a new town.
Yep.
Could you not develop a town where you could purposely build hotspots for crime within it and orchestrate it so that you can fill your private prisons faster and more efficiently with the sort of people that you want to be in there, because they make better workers, or they're better at punching number plates, or better at making wicker baskets, or... Do you know what I mean?
That's a very entrepreneurial mindset to have, Jack. And we are economists on this show. That's a
We are
fucking great.
economists,
It's a
Jimmy.
great idea to have. You could do that. You could also say, say I wanted to frame someone, or say I wanted to have someone killed of note. Oh, I just have to have them going through that area. So then, when they've gone through that area, I can kill them. By one of my goons can have them killed, and I can blame it
Well, if you mix
on
all
an
of this stuff
individual in
with
the
MK
area.
Ultra as well,
Yeah, there's.
you've got the perfect fucking. Then you can you get a bit of Manchurian Candidate in there if we're going old films.
Well,
Freaking,
what you could say.
because why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you use that as a weapon then?
All right.
You've got brainwashed people, and you've made the perfect place where there's surveillance everywhere, but that's a blind spot. So
What if this is the new way of doing, like, sort of MK Ultra Manchurian Candidate shit, where they're like, right, instead of having an initial target and we build them up through the use of drugs or mind control or whatever, so we can set them off. Sort of not the reverse, but like, how about we
we
can
make the
map?
perfect conditions.
Or we can map when would be, or who would be the most effective person to assassinate to have this sort of consequence or out fucking cry or whatever. So we're gonna map that if we kill this person, say for example Charlie Kirk, he's this big figure, so he's chosen from data harvest and nothing else, from data analysis, not from a board of people going Tucker Carlson, Charlie Kirk, Candace Owens, fucking Scooby-Doo, like all them sorts, the big
Imagine
players.
if they'd come out Scooby-Doo and they're all there pulling their hair out, being like, "Oh my god, how do we pull this
Fuck's
off?"
sake, man. My
Get-
kids
get-
love him.
We need to go to Little St James and we need to get the genetic splicing stuff, and we're gonna make a man dog, a man hidden in a dog's body, and then we're gonna kill him on TV.
You don't have to do that. You just have to get a bloke dressed as a mummy to ring up and report a crime at his fucking abandoned theme park, and then the
then
only
you just
people that
turn
turn up will
Yeah,
be
yeah.
Scooby doing that. So, so you use the data to analyse who the best person to kill would be, the best date and place to kill that person to have the most effect, or to have the intended effect. Maybe it's not the most effect, like the greatest effect. Maybe it's just intended. So the assassinations are no longer chosen by a boardroom; they're chosen by the computers.
But could you not imagine though that's what Archduke Franz Ferdinand's death was and JFK's death was, and there is an element of time travel going on where someone has got this externally, they've exited the timeline, they live externally to it all, and then they extrapolate the data from here to be able to make the world how they want it.
Time travel and Palantir.
Because they were the perfect people to kill as far as we're aware. One for starting World War One, and then the other one for, trying to keep some element of power in the mob's hands throughout America. So that corporations in corporate America could be built more. And so that they don't disclose all the stuff about aliens to the public.
Yeah, one could argue that those weren't intended to happen in the first place. It was just mad butterfly effect that caused that. I mean, no, not in the second you couldn't. Kennedy was definitely killed partially to fucking protect the mob's fucking control in America. 100%. Also, to protect the CIA. There's no way Dulles was not involved to some degree. Whether he worked with the mob would not be surprising. America in those days makes a hell of a lot of sense for the mob and the CIA to work together to take down a problematic fucking the enemy of my enemy is my friend or whatever. That makes sense. Franz Ferdinand, first off, shit band. Secondly, that one seems to be more of a very unfortunate house of cards. The top one toppled and you're like, oh, didn't expect all of that to happen underneath it, but there we go. So Palantir are evil as fuck. They're the ones that are not only pinpointing or guessing where crimes are going to be committed, they're probably the ones, they're probably somewhat responsible for the TV license crew coming to your door.
If you believe in that, though, if you make it so that that works for a year, 2 years, 5 years, and you become the authority on that, you can then hypothetically just start making it up as well. You wouldn't need the evidence anymore because you've become the system. Which
but
is
he's
weird
not the
because
system.
that's the whole system.
No, because he's not the system. Yeah, but
it would be the system. Palantir would be the system, wouldn't it?
Yes, but the Teal's not that person. Like Teal isn't the system.
No, but the company as a whole, with all the data can be manipulated to show you whatever you want it to show you.
Yeah, of course, of course it can. But I don't think they have to do that. I think it's evil enough that we're controlled by essentially data without any sort of human input. Although in some degrees I have argued for this in the past on this very show, where I've been like, we need to remove emotion, we need to remove people going, no, it's not fair. Like, in some respects, on one hand, I don't disagree with the input from computer processing when it comes to analysing populations or trying to meet certain needs where a human can't actually see the full scale or can't take into account every single attributing or affecting factor that could have some sort of like some sort of fucking play on the end goal.
Like skull size.
Exactly. Now, I can't measure all those dimensions, but a computer can. And we need that. So I don't disagree with having it into play. I don't mind VAR. I just don't think it should control the whole game. I think it'd be very boring if everything was controlled by VAR, because no one's going to sit in the stands and chant, the VAR's a wanker, that you need a ref. You still need a ref. If we have VAR, we still need a ref. We can have Palantir. The issue, but we still need a ref.
However, it should be a tool for the ref to use.
It's the way that it fucking just controls all of this data and has access to all this data. That in itself is a fucking issue because it removes any privacy from anyone on the planet. Like what he did, Teal's whole thing was he went from fucking being, libertarian, don't step on me, a conservative libertarian, don't step on me, fucking leave me alone, I'm not bothering you, blah, 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 against the sort of liberal side of politics, the left-leaning side of politics, against the idea of, like, democracy being the greatest option. Democracy, obviously, in some degrees, has failed a lot of places. Some would say that's because of corruption. It's in part definitely because of corruption. The argument being that democracy is always going to be open to corruption, because if you're going to get to those echelons of society, you have to be open to corruption because you're open to the idea of controlling people and having power. That's always corruptible. So he's got...
it takes money to get there as well.
Exactly. Or influence, one of the two. Like, there's always going to be that mad power struggle. So anyone who gets up there is always going to be corruptible, or is always going to be corrupting someone else. It just fucking goes. So he went from don't step on me to be like, right, I'm stepping on everyone. This fucking democracy shit's not working out. Have you seen how many retards there are out there? We can't let their votes count. There are women in those queues. I can't believe it. I don't like them. I won't have sex with them. I'll only have sex with men.
They're disgusting.
I'll only have sex with my husband and the lad that I had on the side that mysteriously killed himself, that definitely wasn't under my control, my prisoner, my hostage. I didn't just buy him gifts and keep him locked up and tell him to do exactly what I wanted to do, and his death definitely had nothing to do with me, but I won't have sex with women. I don't want their vote counting. The machines will decide, and I own the machines. So he is Skynet. He went from being, don't come anywhere near us, get off my lawn, to Terminator 3000.
So what if the guy that you're saying he kept in that house, what if he was, would he be John Connor or would he be Kyle? Which one would he be?
Which of them was getting shagged up the arse by the Terminator?
I imagine, like, metaphorically, John.
Right, him then. Because he was also like, I think one of the things that happened before he died was he showed up at Peter Thiel's house. It might have even been while there was a party going on, which doesn't ring true to me because Peter Thiel doesn't seem like they want to have parties. At most,
No, but I heard that it was his husband he made the guest list and that, and
read, because I reckon at
approved
most
guests.
Peter Thiel would have like if he was having a group idea or his idea of relaxing would probably be
group get together, Smash Brothers,
what
three
was-
friends,
Nah, what was the one where is it Plague?
Plague.
The game where you set up a virus to destroy the world.
I've got no idea.
What? Yeah, you
This
should
is a
do.
thing?
There's a fucking it's a computer game. It's been around for fucking
Right.
years. I don't know if it is Risk or something like that. Oh, what the
No,
fuck's it called?
risks where you take over the world using armies and a dice.
Right.
Risk's a mint game. I play Risk every Christmas on my own on my tablet against people around the world. It's mad that people still play it on there.
Pandemic. No. Is it Plague Inc? Plague Inc.'s definitely one of them, but it's fucking. Oh, it's gonna do me head in. Epidemic,
Right.
and you basically make your virus as strong or fucking as strong as as effective as possible, and you try and get it to spread around the world. I imagine he would have LAN parties in his house with him and like 5 or 6 of his other friends who are also all into his mad philosophy, and they don't talk, and they try to develop the most effective illness as possible on Plague Inc. That's his idea of fun.
It does sound like a nice evening, though.
But his side piece turned up
Sitting
to a
with your
party.
boys.
Yeah, making the new fucking bubonic plague. Being like, hey,
Yeah.
lads, I've just wiped out Iceland there. I sent 2 ferries with goods over there. Ha! They accepted the bananas. The fools. The close all the airports. Don't let it leave. Let it cook there for a while. And then we'll open the airports again.
Can we agitate a volcano as well?
Yeah.
We need to shut down the airports.
Sit and poke it for a bit. Poke it with a long stick. That's all you have to do in Iceland. Poke it with a long stick. That's it. Boom. Now we've got hot plague. It's plague and it's hot.
I've been putting number 8 bowling balls into geysers. I'm going to put holes in everybody's roofs.
Hey, I don't know many geezers that can take a bowling ball.
Yeah,
Where have you
but,
been finding them?
Different community.
So, Teal, he as well as, so he's got the data, right? Now he owns everything. Palantir fucking is like one of the big 6. The companies in the now own everything. Like fucking, everyone's in his pocket. So, he's got money. And like we've said previously, he's got the money and he didn't quit. You're like, he's got the coin. Now he's seeing himself as a world. I mean, the whole time. This is why, again, I think he's a narcissist. He's seen himself as a world shaper, and he wants to be the change to fucking put the world right. And he's gone from wanting to be left alone to right. What I
Saviour
want
of the
is
world. He wants to fight the Antichrist, doesn't he?
yeah, but he says that. But he also wants to.
Didn't he say that Greta's the Antichrist at one point?
Possibly, he wants to prepare the world for. Basically, he says that like there's no fighting capitalism, so I'm preparing people to. All right, I'm going to try and help people be able to live in a capitalist world because there's no other way around it. That's his sort of his mentality. Now, he's got all the coin. He wants power.
But we like capitalism. Capitalism's mint.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
£3 a month for how many episodes did he get?
That's practically socialism, mate, at this point.
That's capitalism. Capitalism's fucking mint.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm with you. Okay. Well, we'll agree to disagree on that one.
We can't sit here and be like, ooh, not a fan of capitalism. Join the Patreon. Patreon.com/truthseeking. We're not a fan of podcast. We might as well sell. I've thought about this loads of times. Selling anti-capitalism merch.
Speaking
Just
to
selling-
you've turned
Selling pin badges that say anti-capitalism on and stuff
Oh,
like
there's
that.
loads of them. I don't know if you...
I stand against capitalism
I
and stuff
love
like that.
going through Camden Market and seeing all the punk shite that is just mass-produced punk shit. You're like, there's this, and this. They don't work. That's like two opposite
makes
ends.
no
That's
sense.
two of the same end of a magnet. That's just gonna repel every time. I find it hilarious. Teal is like, right, I've got the money now. I've got everyone's information. I taught them how to send money without the banks first off, and I scared the banks. Then I managed to control the banks and everyone else by having everyone's information, being able to package it all up, siphon it in different ways, process it so you can tell these different things about them, tell you what everyone who buys high-tech socks does with their shopping list, and where they're most likely to kill their grandparents if they do so.
Where would you be
Specifics-
more likely to kill your grandparents if you had the opportunity?
Where would
If you
I?
used to do it, yeah.
Well, right now, I mean, there's only one left, so it's pretty
Makes
easy.
it easier.
Makes
yeah.
it so much easier. I've got one, and she's got dementia. So,
Oh,
like,
so you
I can
could-
literally take her
You could
anywhere.
bring her close to it quite a few times.
Yeah.
just to
I
practice.
don't even have to do it. I just have to set
I'm
the.
nearly getting you there, Nan.
I have to set the fucking wheels in motion, basically. I just leave the gas up on. I think it's induction, actually. That's a shame.
You just tell her that she used to be really good at juggling knives. Can you still do it?
Do you remember when you used to backflip down the banister?
Yeah.
I remember you used to do it all the time as kids. You used to always show us how you could backflip down them stairs.
used to eat sausages without chewing them.
I remember. I'm frozen from the freezer now.
Yeah.
I remember that. Do you remember when you wrestled that dog, that mastiff?
You remember when you put that whole uncooked chicken up your fanny?
Fucking hell, mate, it's me nana you're talking about. Jesus Christ! Like, I'll kill the woman, but
She did it with a smile. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah, just
Surely she
until
would have
that-
done it with a
What a
crook.
way to get E. coli.
yeah. She's like, right, no one's having Christmas dinner this year.
Bird in a bird, you see.
Yeah, I've got that.
I've got a
Bird,
bird
one
an
in the
old
bush.
bird here.
Bird, what? It's worth two in the bush. Well, I can only fit one in this bush, but we'll give it a good
look.
go anyway.
I didn't expect 3 of my grandkids to bring their girlfriends. So a bird in the bush is worth 2 in the hand. Reach in, love. Get a wing.
Oh, how did we get here? I've got to get from here to JD Vance. How the fuck am I supposed to do that? Read. So, Teal, he's got the money. He's got the money. He's got the cars. He's got the He hasn't got the women. He doesn't want them. He doesn't want their vote, and he doesn't want their vaginas. He
Well, he
wants...
does kind of want the vaginas, because isn't one of the companies, I heard on one of the podcasts that one of the companies he analyses data from is something to do with 28-day cycles, so it catalogues when women are coming onto their periods.
Well, of course, because it's just more data. The bloke wants
Okay.
every data.
Like
He
a
wants
dog.
all data. I'm surprised he hasn't set up an app where you can measure how much you jizz, and he can keep that on file and all.
Ah, that'd be mint.
So if someone wants to code that, let us know.
Yeah.
It reads so. He fucking...
Well, you could weigh yourself before and after.
Oh,
That'd
another
be the
thing.
best way to do it.
Another part
Stand
of
on the
his...
scales, get off the scales. You can't have a wank on the scales, you'll break the mechanism. And then you go back on the scales afterwards, and you're like, oh, half a gram.
That's got to be some accurate fucking scales, I tell you that much. Read.
The things they use to weigh lorries.
Yeah. I just think they're doing half grams.
No, yeah, because you get 300 of you on there, and then you take an average. Oh, so it did weigh,
I'm not
this
having
amount.
someone else bring my
What's
stats down.
this?
No, I'm not having some little dribbler bring my stats down. That's not fair.
See, I don't want someone bringing my stats up.
Really?
And yeah, I want an accurate measurement, mate.
Yeah, I see. No, I same. That's why I don't want someone bringing my... I don't want some
Look,
anomaly down.
I'm a 60 centilitre man.
That sounds like any bit.
Yeah, I think it'd be like a can of Coke or 2 cans of Coke.
60 centilitres, because I'm guessing 100 centilitres is in a litre. So that's like
Yeah.
600 mil. That's
Yeah,
a pint.
Yeah.
That's a pint.
Every time.
Every
It's
time.
what keeps me so thin and
No,
pale.
I was going to say, no wonder you look so fucking jaundiced and like deteriorating all the time. Man's just fucking wanking a pint a day.
Yeah.
Right,
What
so...
a way to be. Go on.
Teal.
Let's see your mental gymnastics.
Before he gets to JD Vance, by the way, do you remember when Hulk Hogan sued Gawker because of the fucking sex tape?
Yes, I've heard about this.
Right. So Hulk Hogan sued Gawker. Gawker, the fucking shock tabloid media source out in America, just fucking always putting like crude stories, grim Hollywood stories in their magazines, covering like the fucking horriblest of shit. They covered Hulk Hogan's racist outbursts and just his fucking his bad times. His bad times. Now there was a.
Do you know what's beautiful, Jimmy? Here is by signing up to the Patreon for us and signing up to your new OnlyFans, which is about to start. People can access your racist tirades and your sex work.
This is all very true. I can be Gawker. All right. That doesn't sound Jorker. Just call it jorking off.
Jorking off.
Jorking off. Now,
welcome to the Jork Off Hour.
There was someone who funded Hulk Hogan at this time. And at the time, it was a bit of a mysterious figure. People weren't quite sure it was. It was Peter Thiel who funded Hulk Hogan's case against Gawker because Gawker had released an article outing Thiel as gay before Thiel was ready to come out of it. So he basically took down and set a precedent for taking down the media with this whole fucking Gawker case with Hulk Hogan to shut them down for what they'd done to him about his story of liking the penis and hating vaginas. Just fair to him, but no need to take down Gawker for it. So
way to rope in Hogan.
It was an in. It was an in. It was more like, oh, there's someone who's fighting them. I can do this. I can just take a step back, but make sure he's got all the funds he needs to make sure he wins.
Yeah, to destroy.
So like, yeah, because it was almost like I don't want to be seen to be destroying them. That's too low for me.
It's an autistic tendency in it to go like DEFCON 1 on someone that's wronged you a little.
100%. Same with the move with Musk, where he's like, all right, I'll just back out and I'll leave all my mates at work, and I'll make sure they hate you every day. And then as soon as you leave the office for one weekend, they're gonna fucking mutiny you.
He's just in the break room cooking fish in the microwave constantly, and then when Elon's off on holiday, doesn't do it once.
Yeah. No boiled eggs, none of that.
Yeah.
He wanted to get in the... Wait, he didn't want to get into politics. He wanted to have fucking support.
Because seemed like he was vehemently against politics early on.
Yeah, well, he was against... Well, again, he was against the democratic process and against democracy. So, for a long time...
They want a company in charge.
His idea is he
like
wants a CEO of a company.
Wake Corp or...
Yeah.
Whatever it's called in Alien.
Yes, he wants a CEO instead of like a monarchy almost, but a CEO at the head, and thinks that he wants a technocratic fucking authority, like almost a technocratic dictatorship.
Which for that you would have to get rid of everybody that believes in any sort of bloodline, blood magic, or aliens, because that's what, in many ways, most of the world is built on. That people are from sacred bloodlines and bloodlines that are touched by the god or the gods. So you'd have to completely destroy religion in order to be able to make that even remotely possible.
Which is weird coming from a man who claims to be Christian.
A lot of people in power in America, though, do as well. They claim to be Christian. That's like their foot in the door, innit?
Yeah, but I don't think this is it with him. I think this is another one of them weird ones where it's autistic money-making person who believes that there's some sort of philosopher, thinks that their idea of believing in God is different to our understanding of what believing in God is like. So they just believe in a power that maybe doesn't necessarily see good or bad in the way that we think it sees good or bad. He thinks that he's doing the right thing by progressing the world. But people would argue that, and this is where the Antichrist argument comes in, that all of his tools that he's created are tools of the Antichrist. So, like, the Palantir being the fucking, a precise fucking, like, example of, like, things that are used to not only have control over everyone, but can be used to victimize people, can be used to prosecute people, can be used to basically ostracize one person from the rest of a group of people based on fucking squiggles on a screen. Like they all see an eye. The whole, well, Palantir, literally the fucking orb that is used to fucking cause and monitor all the evil. He's created that, which surely is a tool of the Antichrist.
But doesn't God have all that power anyway?
But uses it for good.
No,
Not
he doesn't
for-
use it for anything.
Well,
He just has that power. He's
which-
omniscient.
Is what you would claim is like sort of what again, it's like the prime mover. Was that the idea? Was it Aristotle or Plato, prime mover? But that you can set everything in motion, but then once it's in motion, you don't have any further input,
Oh, okay.
and you're allowing things to see.
And do you
things.
reckon that's what he's doing? He's trying to become the prime mover, setting everything into motion, giving the world the tools it needs.
No, I
Or
don't.
do you reckon he wants to be the leader? Or do you reckon he just wants to install one?
He believes he can, even if he can't be the leader, he believes he can set the world up to be managed when there is a leader, and he can set it up so the systems are in place to effectively manage the world when this global CEO or if national CEO was to take control, they would have all those tools at their disposal.
But hasn't he also said that he wants there to be more countries by 2050, or there will be a lot more countries by 2050? 'Cause
Fuck knows.
He doesn't like the idea of the one world government either.
Yeah, he does. He hates the idea of a one world government. Again, this is the whole
So, like,
feeding into
one
his whole.
leader, but-
Yeah, he doesn't want that. He wants there to be
Yeah.
like individual
Do you
areas.
reckon it's got something to do with, the idea of that country that didn't exist from Ghislaine? Do you
What?
reckon the Ghislaine Maxwell's country that didn't exist?
I have no idea
that
what the
she-
fuck you're talking about.
Ghislaine Maxwell.
I know who she is, but it's the second bit,
she
Jack.
She was from. She wasn't she from a country that didn't exist. She had a passport for a country that didn't exist.
I cannot
I
remember
thought-
what the fuck you're talking about.
I thought she had a passport for a country that didn't exist. Not the same one as that. Some
You
of
are
the time
repeating the
travellers
same
have been
thing
found
over and
to
over
have.
and over
Yeah,
again.
yeah, because that's the point I'm making, though. That's it. And then maybe these countries do exist somewhere. We're not aware of them, and that's them, the elites, the powerful, trying to make these countries into what they want it to be, so that that country can then grow and expand and invade
No,
in
that's
the same way countries of olden times
I
have.
think you bollocks. I think you're chatting absolute shit. There's nothing about her having a passport for a country that didn't exist.
Do you not remember that though?
No,
I do. There was loads of stuff about the terror.
fake passports.
Terramar.
Terramar. That's her company.
I thought that was a different country that didn't exist. She had ID from a country called that.
No, that was her
Completely
company, the
misinterpreted
Terramar
that.
Project, which was
you
about
know,
ocean conservation. We talked about Terramar. It's
see,
a
I've
coastal neighborhood in
misinterpreted that
California. It's an area. It is an actual place.
Oh, speaking of oceans, doesn't he want to be able to build things that we can live in the ocean as well?
That would make a lot of sense. He probably wants to do all that shit, rehabilitate, put us wherever the work needs to be. Now, that was the name of the place in fucking Namibia, Swakopmund. Now, anyway, back. Our fucking Tolkien-loving, Dungeon and Dragons head, Peter Thiel, wants some power. He's been backing libertarian leaders in America for a while to no avail, Ron Paul and a few others, and they're always laughed at because no one wants a libertarian president. So he starts sort of backing Trump, but then him and Trump have a little bit of a fucking doodah. Not really a massive fan of Trump anymore. But this whole time, he's had J.D. Vance, who was one of his like sort of followers, loved his philosophy, like followed in his footsteps a bit. I don't know if he went to Stanford. But he became like an underling of him. J.D. Vance became like a student of Thiel. Now he basically prepped him, funded him, and got him to where he is now. and is setting him up to be the next in line to be the next president, at which point Teal has control over the United States. As if he didn't already from a data point of view. He'll have, like, literal control via influence over the states if J.D. Vance makes it the presidency, which is not unlikely.
Like that guy that whispers behind the leader in Family Guy, and then he starts going, hey, Jay, and the guy in the mic starts going, hey, Jay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's it. We hit Teal.
Oh.
Teal, start to finish. The man
Right in the teals.
it's right in the teals. Couldn't make neither head nor tail of this, but he's not a fucking nice chap. He's not all there. I encourage you to watch any of the lectures when he gets found out and when people ask him questions that he doesn't have the answer to, like how Palantir is used by the fucking IDF for like their attacks, and he's like, well, I assume that Israel knows what it's doing there, so I stay out of that. You're like, yeah, it knows what it's doing. It's blowing up bands using your coordinates. You fucking mad cunt. But he's got everything. Teal now is like, he's Sauron, man. He controls the world. He gets to choose who gets what data. He is the one who, well, either him and his team are the ones who create the algorithms for how this is like converted, how this is processed, what can be done with it. And he knows you, Jack, and he knows me.
I'll tell you what he doesn't know, though, Jimmy. He doesn't know what's on patreon.com/truthseeking.
He's probably got an idea. He probably has a fucking idea, I'm telling you now.
But if you, dear listener, ladies and gentlemen, want to have a bit more information than Teal, join it for £3.
Yeah, you can do that. It'd be nice if you did. If you want to see our willies, join it for £1,000.
No. If you want to see Jimmy's willy.
No, if you want to see...
you want to sit here watching me watch Jimmy's willy.
If you want to see our willies, it's £1,000 a month. And you can't... Minimum 3-month commitment. Then it goes to a rolling contract. You just have to give us 30 days notice to cancel. Otherwise, I'll send fucking Peter Thiel, the Don of the PayPal Mafia, after you. And he'll start talking to you about fucking how he wants to save the world, but he's not so bothered if humans are part of that. Now, that's quite funny. I don't know if you've seen that, but surely you've seen that bit. That is like, part of me not only sort of agrees, but I'm like, you got to have balls or really be tistic as fuck to say that. To basically go, and now this is only going to be watched by humans because we're the only ones that consume media. But I'm not so bothered if users still... All right, we don't... I've seen my dog watching football before.
No, but there could be other, like, anthropomorphized or whatever you want to call it, humanoid creatures living amongst us. And then big fucking machines that I think are in the sky making us all see people as people. They could be watching as well. And they're like, yeah, this guy gets it. And they could be in the minority. And they're like, yeah, we should be the ones who take over.
Sound.
You don't think? You don't think that's possible at all?
Not shooting you down at all. No, it could be possible.
You. It's nice. It's nice to get to the end of one of these, and you know.
It's essentially because I've got less than a minute to fill, and I can't be asked to argue. But it would be, I wouldn't be able to close out the argument. But can we agree? Peter Thiel and everything he controls, mate, his founders fund, his like investment fund, has got so much, like it's everything. Facebook, Airbnb, SpaceX, fucking Spotify, every company, like he's got fucking fingers in pies.
Yeah, but how many others of them do as well?
Not as many as him, but like you've seen the big six, there's like 6 or 7 companies that have everything, and he is the main one. Join the Patreon. We're back on it at the end of the week. See you later.